guys, here we go. Welcome to this week's video. Welcome to this week's episode of Adventure Possible. Glad you decided to tune in. Tell you what, I have watched several, and I'm sure most of the people that would watch this channel would be interested in this too. But we've all seen videos on what people put in their go bags or emergency bug out bag. I mean, it has a bunch of different names. I just call it a go bag. So I thought I would just take an opportunity for this episode to show you what I have in my. I tell you what, I'm just going to start and I'm going to show you. I have this green bag right here. It's made by, it says Outdoor Products. I guess that's a company, I don't know. But I saw the bag, I liked it, and I bought it. And I'm about to show you the stuff that I carry in my go bag. So we'll just start. Tell you what, I carry a Gerber machete. It's a short one with a saw on the back end of it. I've actually used it many times. I have leather gloves. Do not underestimate the importance of a good pair of leather gloves in your go bag. I have even a flask, stainless steel, so if I needed to boil some water in it, I could. I'll show you my water purifier too in a minute, so I can always have fresh water, or you never know. Some people would put some bourbon in there or something, their favorite beverage. I don't know. I'll stick with probably water. But you never know, because you can heat this up and sterilize it too if need be. Caution tape. I carry a roll of caution tape with me. Carry some rope, thin rope, but in case I needed to potentially tie up a tarp, a tent, clothesline, dry some clothes, whatever, I got plenty of rope. And let's get one thing clear, I'm not a prepper. I am not a prepper, but I do like being prepared. And what's it gonna hurt? Not one single thing. Having a go bag in case of an emergency. And as we get into this, you'll see, I mean, I got a little bit of everything in this thing, so I would encourage you to get one too. So I actually carry a slingshot in mine and slingshot ammo. I carry a little multi-tool. Actually, I carry several, but various tools and pliers in a nice little case. I carry a blaze orange stocking cap, high visibility, and plus on chillier nights it'll help keep your head warm. This is insect repellent. Hopefully, I don't know how long that stays good for. I need to check that, but I imagine it stays good for a while. But insect repellent. I carry a little booklet on how to do tourniquets and what to do in case of a snake bite and cuts and breaks and stuff like that. So I got a little literature there to help me remember. I carry a mirror. You never know if you need to send up a signal or whatever. A mirror is the best way to do it. Plus, if you needed to start a fire, you could start a fire with the mirror with the reflection of the sun. A hatchet. Get yourself a good hatchet. This is a Gerber, I think, pretty sure. And I took it up to Bass Pro and had it sharpened by those guys professionally. And it is sharp, and then on this end it has a nice little knife on the end of it. Yeah, it is a Gerber. And that is razor sharp as well. So, hatchet and knife. I actually carry a camo Bible in my go bag. It's called the Sportsman's Bible. It's got a little camo cover on it that zips, waterproof. The words are a little small, but excellent reading material. I carry a couple of bungee cords. You never know, bungee cords are awesome, and I carry them. Litmetics. Well, this is Carmex. I like them both, but Carmex is good all the time. Some jersey gloves, lightweight. You saw my leather, but here's some jersey gloves. Here is a hooded poncho and emergency blanket in one pack. I carry both of those, but I carry a different emergency blanket too. I'll show you that here in a minute. Binoculars. You never know. They're not high-end, high-dollar binoculars, but they're 8 by 25, and they work fine. You never know. You never know. I don't know if you need to carry binoculars, but I do. How about life straw? You guys have seen that. I carry that in my bag. I carry a fire starter. If you do not know how to operate one of these things, I highly encourage you to get one of them. This is Ultimate Survival Technologies. It's called a Strike Force. The striker is in there, the strike tool plus the striker is in there, and you can see once you learn how to do it, it is easy. I try to start all my bonfire or my fire pit fires with that thing. All right, here's another multi-tool. It's a Leatherman. I carry that in there. I carry a couple packs of super hot hand warmers. Here is actually 2 more knives. This is an old knife that was my dad's, maybe my grandpa's, but I had it sharpened at Bass Pro too, and it's super nice, but very sturdy and heavy duty. I can hammer on that if I needed to split a little wood or whatever. And this one's just an all-purpose knife. It's got some of that paracord on there, plus it's got a striker, and I could start a fire with that as well. Let's see, what else? I always carry a few tools. I got a pair of Craftsman multiplier, and then I have a screwdriver that has multiple bits in the back side of it, so if I needed it, I got at least some tools. I don't know if you guys know what an Israeli bandage is, but it's an emergency bandage, and for deep cuts, wounds that are bleeding in a serious manner, you can stop the bleeding and potentially save somebody's life. So I carry a couple of those. And actually, I'm going to do another video with a friend of mine, Alan Tong, and Carl. Alan's a doctor, and Carl is a former military policeman, and we've been talking about doing a video to show how to properly use an Israeli bandage. So stay tuned for that video. That'll be coming up in the near future. 2 Israeli bandages. Carry a pack of plastic gloves. Never know. Here's that emergency blanket I was talking about. It is thicker, heavier duty than that other one. Plus it's blaze orange on the outside, so you can wrap up. Your body heat reflects off that silver, will help keep you warm, and then a bright orange exterior to help for high visibility, potentially somebody be able to see you. Let's see here, what else do we have? I'm going to show you that. Mug. This is just a Walmart Ozark Trail mug. Again, stainless steel, so I can boil water in that if I needed to. Here we go. Patriot Power Cell. It's solar, and you can plug it in. Solar powered flashlight. Charge it solar or plug them in. Headlamp. Got plenty of light, and you can see these things are bright, and I keep them charged. I check them out periodically and keep them charged up. So plus, if I needed to charge my phone, charge that flashlight, I could use this Patriot Power Cell. These things are incredible. I'd love one day, if we can continue to grow, get those guys as a sponsor. They're incredible. Let's see here. I got, of course, if I'm out on the 4-wheeler or in my Tahoe or whatever, I can charge off the battery, so I use a 4-prong plug for that. You never know. I got an emergency pair of underwear. They're like dehydrated in there. You get them wet, they expand, they'll fit you. One size fits all, I guess. And it's kind of a gag gift that my kids got me one year. But why not? Put it in the emergency kit. I got emergency matches, and these are supposedly, it's called Titan, and it's CO, I guess. I don't know the name of the company. The Titan emergency matches are supposed to be typhoon proof. And it says storm proof matches. Okay, I thought it was a company name, but storm proof matches, and it's got some tinder on there too. But look at these matches. Plus, I mean, that thing's supposed to stay lit for like 8 minutes. Plus, that can help you start your fire right there. Plus, they're windproof. So, check those out. I never want to be without fire or water. Fire or water. So, I make sure that I can do fire or water in all that I do. So, here's the cords that I can use to plug in and charge all 3 of those things. This is pretty cool. If you guys don't have a Kaybar emergency whistle, you need to order one of these or find one of these. But these are awesome. They look like a knife. The detailing on them is awesome. And very high pitch. A lot of people can hear that from a long way off. So they come in a pack of 2. That is awesome. Check that out. Looks like a knife, and it's loud. Get you a whistle. I got fire sticks, help start fires, and if you break that up and put a little tinder on it, I've lit many a fire with these, tinder, and that striker. It's easily done once you learn how to do it. All right, what else? Okay, I got these little packets right here. This one, it says fire on the top of it. This one is some matches and some emergency candles, another lighter, and some of those smaller candles too. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus some weatherproof matches in there. Plus I got duct tape wrapped around that thing. You never know, you might need some duct tape. This one right here is, this is like a little bit of first aid stuff, but I got a whistle, I got a toothbrush, I got some dental floss things, some earplugs, some, this is pretty cool, an eyeglass repair kit for smaller screws that you might possibly need, who knows. I got some chapstick in there, earplugs in there, and I actually got one of those wood cutters. I got, you know, little round things on each end and you can slice wood, but I'll never use that when I have that machete there. Here's some fireproof matches also. These are just a refill for those. You can see I've never used one of those, but I use these for my fire pit. So those are just extra. Definitely need to have a emergency first aid kit. This is just a Johnson & Johnson, 80 pieces. It's got Tylenol, gauze, Neosporin, a bunch of bandages, a bunch of tape, hand cleansing wipes. Pretty good one. I mean, is it everything you need? No, but if you do need to get wild and crazy, you got emergency scissors and a carabiner and a little plastic tape measure there. Oh, what's this? Here's some more odds and ends stuff. I got hand wipes, some soap, some more emergency first aid instruction for CPR, snake bite, bee sting, whatever. I got enough literature. I need to put that in there, actually. I will. Here's a little binocular. I don't know why I have that in there when I got the binocular, so I'm not going to put that back in there. Coming towards the end, but let me show you the main. I always carry a firearm with me. Of course, I got a firearm that I carry on me. My Smith & Wesson Shield 9mm plus. It's got 12+1, and I just put some True Glow sights on it today. So I don't know if you can see that, but I've been wanting to do that and got that done today. But one thing I carry in my go pack is I carry a Kel-Tec Sub 2000. It's a 9mm carbine that is foldable, just like that. And I have 2 30-round mags, plus, how many's in there? I can't remember. I think that's 23, and that's 17. So I got plenty of ammo. Fits in there just like that, and it folds, so it's super convenient. Plus I got tons of ammo, and I carry a full box of 9mm Luger with it. So I do have some zip tie handcuffs in case you never know, you might need to restrain somebody or whatever, but I thought they were pretty cool when I got them, so I carry those. You just never know. So all that goes in there, and it's a little over 20 pounds when it's all said and done. Not too bad. I always have a Mountain House MRE whenever I go out as well. That's about it though. So I wanted you to see what I carry in mine. Oh, I do also have in this little first aid some water sterilization tablets. So a lot of stuff, but it goes in there nice. So get you a bug out bag, get you an emergency I gotta go bag. Carry it with you, put it in the back seat of your car, put it in the trunk of your car where it's always accessible. Because in today's world, you just never know. So, tell you what, I am going to put all this in the bag, then I'll show you what the bag looks like when I get it loaded, and then we'll wrap this video up. All right, there's what she looks like all filled up. So, got everything in there. A little bit tighter than what I remember it was last time, but yeah, it's about 25, maybe a little bit heavier than that, but everything you need is in there to survive for a little while. So even if you needed to help somebody out. So if you needed to help somebody out, stuff's in there. You needed to survive for a little while, stuff is in there. Need first aid, the stuff is in there. And I did leave a little bit of room right there at the top for like an MRE, so. And some granola. So anyway, I don't know. I just think it's important to be prepared, and that's my example of it. So plus I got some other little small knives that I clip on there. I don't know where they went, but I clipped some stuff on there. Lots of stuff can be clipped on there. So anyway, all right, let's bring this thing to a conclusion and talk about some stuff that's even more serious than this. All right, guys, I appreciate you tuning in this week. I tell you what, let's wrap this up, and if you don't mind, bear with me just a little bit longer, and let's tune in, but let's turn to 1 Corinthians chapter 3, and let's read 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verses 18 through 20. I'll read, you follow along. Do not deceive yourselves. If any one of you thinks he is wise by the standards of this age, he should become a fool so that he may become wise. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness in God's sight. As it is written, he catches the wise in their craftiness. And again, the Lord knows that the thoughts of the wise are futile. So then, no more boasting about men. All things are yours, whether Paul or Apollos or Cephas or the world or life or death or the present or the future, all are yours. And you are of Christ, and Christ is of God. Tell you what, I read a little bit more there, but that is just such a powerful scripture. My question to you today is, how many times have we done something that at the time seemed extremely worthwhile, and then only to find out a short time later that, man, it was actually unwise, it was actually ridiculous, or even now you say, I must have been insane to do something like that. You know, my question to you, after you saw me put together my go bag or that little survival kit type deal, what type of value do you put on your survival? What do you value most in your life? Let me ask you, if your life depended on it, would you give away or sell everything that you have? Would you? Think about that. Many people place value in and on the wrong things. Today's society, and we all know that's jacked up, meaning the world, it entices us to do so. And then how many of our focus, or how much of our focus, is on the car that we drive, or the number of likes that we can get on Facebook, how big our house is. Society has completely turned the world upside down. What's considered wrong is considered okay, and what is right and true is considered ridiculous. Many times these thoughts and values are at odds with God's values that we see right there in that scripture. I tell you what, we have the ability to choose. That's the cool thing about it. God intended for us to live a life that seeks His glory, to live a life of true significance, and to do work for Him and be impactful in doing so, by sharing the truth and not the lies of society and the traps that society offers. Come on now, you know what I'm talking about. Is family something that you value, over material things? Then if it is, I commend you. You're on the right track. Get God involved also. Study His truth together instead of spreading, the lies and the trash that the society wants us to spread. Quit spending all your time on social media, or on wasteful, meaningless tasks. Forget about that stuff. Focus on the real good stuff. Do this, and I promise you'll experience a life you've never imagined. Place your value in the things of eternal significance, not the temporary, not the distractions that the world offers. I tell you what, again, thanks for tuning in. I hope that makes sense. Survival is everything, but survival focused on eternal significance is everything. We want to get to heaven. We want to walk the city of gold that was paved for us. Get the keys to the mansion that were built for us. It's there, man. Don't deny what the world wants you to believe is not the truth. What God wants you to believe and what He's given us right there in that book is the truth. So, tell you what, thanks for tuning in. I tell you what, until next time, you know it. Romans 12:12, be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and faithful in prayer. We'll see you next time.